Hi there, Libra. This is Miss Joan and Miss Joan Tarot on the Hill, and these are the 4 cards for the 22nd through the 28th of January. And I am shuffling the cards and programming them for you. I have a note from last week that I need to share. There was a show back in the day called MASH. It was all about the Vietnam War. And not the Vietnam. Wow. It was about war. I can't tell you exactly which war. My brain is not getting it. You'll have to mention it in the comments if you want to school me. I'm totally open to that. But the reality is that the characters in that show some of the characters in that show were in charge of acquisitions, and they did things like I was describing last week. And they would get something for one person that needed something, and then they would get something else for somebody else that needed something, so that the surgeons would have the tools and equipment they needed to do what they needed to do. Sometimes it was all about pumpkin pie, but sometimes, and more often than not, it was about taking care of the patients. And so they did it all for the greater good, right? And that is, but the places you had to go and the things you had to do were unconventional, and yet a win all the way around. So the 2 characters that got to do things like that one was named Radar, and the other one was named Klinger, and they both did wonderful things in that. I'm not sure why that came up and why I had to tell you that story, but I really had to tell you that story. Be creative. It's good. It's always about the greater good, and that's, if you keep your focus on the greater good, all the creativity you bring to the table will be all for the good. In the end, it will all come out right. So it's good. But because I made notes like that and over here, I wanted to make sure that you had some concept of where I came from with that. You're like, where did that come from? I don't understand. And of course, you're not going to get that information until the following week. I'm so smart. Whoops. Okay, so anyway, let's look at what's going on for 22nd to the 28th. The Four of Cups is here saying that, yes, your foundation of your heart, you are beginning to feel things going on here in this new position, in this new place, in this new space that are starting to feel comfortable, familiar, and like you might be okay, right? You might be okay here. So you're starting to feel a little bit of rootsy stuff happening, which is good. I'm grateful and happy to hear that you're feeling comfortable to maybe start thinking about letting a possible root thing happen. It's good. Justice is also happening. Justice is playing itself out here. And of course, justice is about how things are swinging into a place of fairness. And you are showing yourself in this moment of now as a person, not only as a person to be reckoned with, but the right person for the job, not just because of whatever quote-unquote demographic you might have been filling in the moment when they gave you the job. So the people around you are starting to respect you as a person who belongs in this space. And that's really very cool, because you're feeling that stuff. The people are beginning to accept you and appreciate you. There will always be a couple of haters, so don't judge based on them, okay? Haters are just haters. The Two of Swords is here talking about, of course, with all of this going on, there's been a little fear that you weren't going to be able to pull it off, that you weren't going to be accepted ever, that they were always going to hate on you completely. Remember, there will be a couple that always will, because that's who they are. That's their core essence, of to be contrary. Your own core self is not to be contrary at all. So do that thing where you find your golden moments, you find your golden opportunities, and you do what you need to do to make yourself comfortable where you are, and feel like you've earned a good night's rest, okay? Because when you do those things, you're stellar. You're always stellar. You're always on point. You're always amazing. If you're doing the thing you need to do to make sure that you're sleeping well, you're good, okay? Interesting. Now, the area where you're blocked this week is talking about the Six of Cups, that thing of wanting to give from your heart, but knowing that it's not really safe. So I'm going to say, don't do it. Don't give from your heart. Not these people. Don't reveal your heart's desires or your heart's wishes and your heart's awesome self. I mean, maybe teeny weeny glimpses, but it's not time to let your guard down, okay? This is the Seven of Wands here, saying that getting your point across this week is not going to work out so good. Your ideas will not be openly and well received. Not for most of the week, okay? I'm just going to say it. For most of the week, you're going to feel like you are just slamming your head against a wall. These people are going to be fighting your ideas and contrary, argumentative, frustrating. Don't share. This is the Three of Swords, saying that you should not be sharing your power. Do not share your responsibility. Do not delegate anything. Hold up. Hold up to your end of the bargain. Do your thing. No matter how contrary and rude these people are, stay true, stay conscious, stay right. Know that right now, them being contrary is their own bullshit. It's not you. And it's not the people above you who are watching and seeing and understanding and seeing that they've made the right choice. And it's just these small-minded folks. Okay? So take a break from paying attention to what the small-minded folks are saying and realize they don't have to say nice things. They just have to learn what you're telling them. Okay? So that's interesting, right? The King of Swords is here in your solution pile, saying that, no, you have somebody above you who is in charge of you, who has given you this responsibility and will stand behind you with what you're doing. So if you have to tell him what you're doing so he can just stand there and look appropriately impressed while you say what you need to say, and then those other people kind of go, oh, he's down with it. He's good. He likes it. Oh, shit. We have to really get into this. Okay. Yeah, you might have to call in a big gun to stand around and look. All they have to do is stand there and be impressed. They don't have to do anything else except stand there and watch over for a minute to get those Nimrods on point, right? You have the underlings who are not picking up what you're putting down. They're contrary, they're argumentative, and it's a real pain in the neck. Can't lead if they won't follow, all right? So here's the deal. Try to be cool, doing your thing, la la la, all that. But getting this one guy to stand in your corner, that's going to be golden opportunity. And that's very nice. There's a partnership possibility. This is the Lover's card saying that, yeah, no. There's going to be somebody who observes this, and there will be two versions of how people see that. One is, you couldn't handle it on your own. And the other one is, damn, that person's playing the game. And they're playing it right. They figured out what's what, and they figured out what to do. And they got somebody to stand right there, and they picked the right person. Damn, that person knows what's up. And they've mastered the situation rather quickly. Awesome. And that will make them feel very, that's exciting. That's nice. I think you're going to be spied upon by somebody who thinks that you might be the shit, because you are, and you're going to be noticed for being the shit. Okay? So allow that. Don't get upset by it. Don't become alarmed by that. Just know in your heart that you've been recognized. And that's nice, because what happens after you've done this little experience with somebody standing in the corner behind you, supporting you? Five of Wands. The people rally. The people rally. All the contrarians are going to rally and come together and do what you've suggested and discover that they're saving time, they're saving expense, they're saving supplies, they're saving everything that they need to be saving that they were doing so wastefully when they did it the old way. And now they're doing it a new way, your way, and everything is quicker, easier, and faster. Boom! What? I know. It's taken them this long, and all they really had to do was do it and try it, and it would become more common, more easy for them because they would practice it and it would become a routine. And once it becomes a routine, it's faster, cheaper, easier. All those things are happening. And the big guy is there to watch. And they don't want to look like idiots. So they jump in and they do it. And in the end, they're going to come out going, wow, it works. Oh. So they're going to be like totally freaking out about the fact that it actually worked. They're not going to say it to your face. They're going to walk away going, dang. Oh, it might have been out of place. And so next month, you're going to see a little bit of difference here. I think their attitudes are going to be totally different next month. All right. So all that being said, I look forward to seeing what comes up for you next in February, Libra. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you.